a SpongeBob episode, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Pancakes, chocolate nuts, ripped pants. How about Krabs a la mode or House Fancy? Yep, it's gonna be one of those videos. Today we're checking out the top 10 most underrated SpongeBob episodes. Let's get started. Number 10, Krusty Towers. This is first on the list because compared to the other episodes here, it's pretty popular, but it's still mildly forgotten. So let's talk about it. This episode is about Mr. Krabs opening a hotel with the mantra, "We shall never deny a guest, even the most ridiculous request." It's a fun premise with amazing jokes. Some of the jokes are really funny. Like funny. What did I just... Oh my... Okay, anyway. Like when Patrick gives Squidward a rock and then gives SpongeBob as a... Oh my gosh, guys. I need to read my scripts. Okay, so Patrick gives Squidward a rock as a tip. SpongeBob gets a tip, but it's actual money from Patrick. It's like the funniest thing, guys. And Squidward isn't getting pushed around in this episode. He gets payback for getting to do all these stupid requests, and he makes Mr. Krabs do all the stinky little requests. Yeah! This is a really good episode with really good jokes, and I think you should watch it. Yeah, that's right, you watch it. Number 9, Scavenger Pants. This is a great episode. It's about Squidward being annoyed by SpongeBob and Patrick because they're bored, so Squidward sends them on a death-defyingly epic adventure. It's a scavenger. They find a sandwich who gives them a sandwich. They find the Loch Ness Monster, and they find a boxing tulip. Crazy. Heck, by the end of the episode, they get adopted by Squidward's mom. It's a really good episode, and you should totally check it out. Next episode, House Fancy. I know this episode is infamous for a really bad scene. Looking at you, toenail scene. But if you ignore that scene, it's actually a really good episode. This episode is about Squidward watching his favorite show, House Fancy, and then he's seeing his arch high school nemesis, Squilliam. And of course, he gets mad at that, and he challenges Squilliam to see that whose house is more fancier. Spoiler alert, Squidward's house comes up on top. Yeah! Some of the jokes in this episode is like so funny. I mean, like one point where Squilliam shows off his unibrow made up of 100 golden knobs, and it's like the funniest thing. Doorknobs. And then there's a joke where Patrick asked to use Squidward's bathroom, and then after he comes out, the bathroom is like laying in Squidward's hands, and he's begging for mercy. One of the funniest scenes in like the whole season 6. A lot of people don't like season 6, and I'm like, what? There's really good episodes in it. So yeah, this episode is recommended. Also, I have a website. Well, it's not my website, but there's a website called Megacartoons. Well, there's a bunch of SpongeBob episodes. I'll leave it in the description. Next episode is Krabs a la mode. Squidward turns up the heat in the Krusty Krab because it is cold outside, and Mr. Krabs is a cheapskate, and he gets really mad. But Plankton hears this, and he vows to find a plan to seal the Krabby Patty's secret formula at night by turning down the thermostat. Really, Plankton? You could have just stole the secret formula while everyone was asleep. Come on, Plankton! But then after that, the Krusty Krab is frozen, so they turn it into an ice rink, and then Plankton gets mad, and he turns down the thermostat again, and it gets all cold, and then he turns it up and down a couple times, and then it turns into a swimming pool, and that's the end of the episode. It's a really good episode. You should totally check it out, and yeah. Number 6, Pest of the West. Patrick bursts into the Krusty Krab to reenact his famous uncle's words. The scallops are coming! But then SpongeBob gets sad because he thinks he doesn't have any famous relatives. So him and his friend Sandy go into the library to learn about his great-great-great-great-grandpa, SpongeBob SquarePants. Spoiler alert, he's famous. And then SpongeBob sees a statue, but it's covered in bird poop, so he cleans it up with himself. And he finds out that the statue is based off of his great-great-uncle, SpongeBob SquarePants. And it's a Pest of the West thing, and it's really cool. And SpongeBob SquarePants and saves Plankton. Wait, no, that doesn't save Plankton, but he saves the town, and it's like really cool, and yada 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 yada. Awesome! Go check this episode out. It has really good jokes. And to be honest, I don't think most people like this episode at all. But like, what? Number 5, perfect chemistry. This episode is about Plankton and Sandy teaming up for science, and SpongeBob's their test monkey. There's a lot of really good jokes in this episode. Like when they're trying to teleport SpongeBob into the Krusty Krab, missing parts of him come up, and then every time Squidward sees it, he goes freaking out, and it gets funnier every time. This is probably one of the funniest episodes of Season 7. Most people say that Season 7 is not very good, and I'm like, there's some good episodes in there. Usually people say that all the episodes are bad, and I'm like, there's still like some episodes that are good, right? Number 4, single cell anniversary. This episode is about Plankton's and Karen's, his computer wife, anniversary, and Karen gets Plankton the one thing he's always wanted, the Krabby Patty secret formula. But she says he can only have it if he gets her a gift. So he goes to SpongeBob to come up with a gift. Spoiler alert, they come up with a song. Oh my Karen, oh my Karen. Oh, it's so good. And the episodes in the show, this episode are like so good. I mean, like, one of the jokes is like where Plankton comes home and then like Karen washes the smell of despair off the stink of despair off of him. It's like the funniest thing. And it's a really good episode, and you should watch, and it's a really good episode of Season 6, and it's sort of the exception for that, so yeah, go watch. Number 3, Goodbye Krabby Patty. This episode is about SpongeBob and Patrick having a fun day and going for some Rocky Road ice cream. But they say Mr. Krabs in the frozen aisle buying Lonely Krabs frozen dinners. And SpongeBob gives Mr. Krabs the idea to sell frozen Krabby Patties because they'd be so convenient. But Mr. Krabs takes a cost-cutting measure. He fills up the frozen Krabby Patties with filler that is sand, and apparently it makes your butt big. Then Mr. Krabs closes down the real Krusty Krab and replaces it with the Krusty Krab Museum, and SpongeBob loses his job as a fry cook. And Patrick, being the spokesperson, is getting away of their SpongeBob and Patrick's friendship, so they concoct a plan to destroy the whole frozen Krabby Patty business by telling everybody that the patties are filled with sand. There's a lot of really good jokes in this episode, like, of course, the mentioned and when Squidward is fired, he's complaining about being fired because he is not supposed to be fired, but he's supposed to quit. And as he's being dragged out by security, he's reading his resignation letter, and it's like the funniest thing. 10 out of 10, you should watch this episode. Number 2, SquarePants Family Vacation. This episode is about SpongeBob bringing Patrick on a family road trip to the Great Barrier Reef, and it's like super awesome. Playground mixed with an amusement park. The water slide. Oh, wait, no, that's just Patrick drawing on the map. But their car breaks down and they have to go to a mechanic, but there's a playground at the mechanic where the mechanics are, and SpongeBob and Patrick go to it, and they get sidetracked and go slide down a drain pipe, and they get lost in the forest where there's giant monsters and webs and the evil, dreaded tourist gift shop. There's a lot of funny jokes in this episode, and it's actually a really good episode, and most people don't like it, but I do, so yeah. 5 stars out of a million. 5 million. Yeah. Number 1, Frozen Face Off. I have never heard anyone talk about this episode on the internet, so I'll be the first. This episode is about there's a town sled race hosted by a mysterious donor. Spoiler alert, it's Plankton. While the race is going on. While everyone's at the race, he concocts a plan to steal the Krabby Patty secret formula while everyone's in the race. Did I just say that twice? And on the way on the race, SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Gary, and Sandy, maybe Karen, I don't remember, I haven't watched this episode in a few days, Mr. Krabs, they all come across a giant monster wormy thing, I don't know. But Patrick gives him his gummy worms, and it's all good. This episode's really good, 5 stars, probably my favorite episode of Season 8. And I say goodbye to you guys. Thanks for watching. See you later.